Alright, so this is how our cat tree looks like after the cats has spent a few years tearing it apart. So we got some new rope here to try and tidy this up a bit and make sure the cats have something to scratch. So it looks like, from what I can see here, they just did a couple staples to get around the fabric part, and then here it looks like they maybe had like a bit of glue here and then wrapped it around pretty tight and then got down to this other part here and then they stapled it. So this seems pretty straightforward to wrap it around and staple it a few times, so may not be something that's super difficult to do. So we're gonna give it a shot and see how this goes. That looks a bit better. So really just trying to wrap it up kind of like a sleeping bag and make sure that it's pretty tight. We got some spacing here, but I think that's perfectly fine. I think the rope is a bit thicker than the old rope, so I think I can probably wrap anything that they've torn off thus far. So we'll start working on the bottom parts and then we'll show you what it's like when it's done. We just finished with what rope we have. So we finished the front here and here, here and here. And as you can see, we ran out of rope back here and we did this one back here. So this is what it looks like now. That's all the empty rope. And we've really just been using mostly the stapler, and I think these are 9/16, going 14 millimeters deep. Old ones I used to use with from my dad's alarm company. So we have to finish up that one back there, and then we have these two here, so we still need more ropes. It took me about a couple hours to do all of this, and it was mainly just seeing how it felt and actually trying to do it. So testing it out, seeing how much glue I should use, how many staples I should use, and everything like that. So yeah, not really too bad. I'd say it goes by faster if you cut everything to fit first and don't really worry about how much you're cutting, just estimate. And it's really not difficult to like put a smaller section of rope on there and then take a cut of it and then staple it to make sure it's not going anywhere. So I'd say, yeah, that's just some advice after doing a couple of them. And yeah, the overall look is pretty nice. I'll leave an Amazon affiliate link. I'll get some credit kicked back to me, but you'll still pay the same low price on Amazon. It was only 14 bucks before taxes. And yeah, I mean, essentially you can basically have a brand new cat tree that your cat can scratch for, years and years. Hopefully the rope stays up and hopefully the job does well, or the job that I did was well. Like I mentioned before, you sort of tighten it up like a really tight sleeping bag. And I'd say, in spots where you can't see it, you can actually add more staples so that stays very tight. I'm not sure how, tough it actually needs to be. The glue didn't really seem to be doing much, but yeah, overall it seems to be looking very nice. And yeah, it's not too hard to do. I'd say if you have two people, one unwinding the actual rope and you going around it, I'd say almost don't even use glue. When I was tearing it off, it didn't really seem like the glue did much, but maybe I'm wrong in that. I'll have to see if the cats can actually scratch these off or if I roped it tight enough. I imagine some will fall off because they like scratch through some of the rope, but this is also thicker rope, so we'll see what the cats do, and I possibly will give you an update. But anyways, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. All right, we have the rest of it complete. So all of the thicker rope. It's 3/8 rope actually. And wrapped it around. The last one in the corner there, I actually didn't use any glue. So just used a few staples in there. I imagine if one of the cats gets through it, chews through it, scratches through it, it may fall apart. But we'll see. We have some extra after I bought the second rope, but I think it's 40 feet or something like that. So I needed 2 to finish this. And I replaced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots. So the top one there is still the original, and this one here is still the original. So yeah, there we are. That's what it looks like finished. Not too bad.